If you want to become a better dad, you can try and take actions every single day. Or what you can do is work on your mindset and see your everyday actions adjust naturally. On my journey of facing fatherhood at 19, I have realized that mindset is the single one key pillar of being a good dad. It's the thing you can work on that has the most impact. You can change your mindset right in the second by breaking free from limiting beliefs, and it's going to have a compound effect in the future. I have experienced some crazy mindset shifts on my journey, and in this video I want to share them with you. If you listen carefully, you should be a better dad by the end of this video. Mindset shift number 1 is taking accountability. Taking accountability for where you are at, for where your family is at, what your circumstances are, and convincing yourself that you're the reason why you are in your situation. Sometimes stuff happens that we can't really influence, but we can always choose how we react to our circumstances. My girlfriend and I have moved to Bali when she was 6 months pregnant, and we have decided to do a home birth. We had some money saved up for it, but eventually when facing it, the costs of it were much higher than expected. And in the beginning, I was really frustrated. I was blaming I don't even know who I was blaming, but I felt so much frustration about, even though I tried to prepare, it didn't go as planned, and now we are in this situation when we don't have enough money for the birth. I could have stayed in this state and start blaming the midwife that is charging so much money. I could have blamed our doula, which is like a birth mindset coach that is charging money. But blaming others for the problems you are facing, it's not gonna help. I couldn't change the fact that we had to pay bills we didn't have enough money for. But what I could do is taking accountability, and I was working more, my partner was working more, and we paid our bills. To some degree, most of us are able to own up for the problems we face, but I have observed that at a certain degree, most of us struggle to take accountability. Friends of our family who can't make it to my mother's birthday because they are working shifts, they are blaming their boss. People who cannot pay for their groceries blame the government for the high prices. I know that the boss and the government are the sources of the problem, but they are not responsible for taking care of your problems. You are responsible for facing the problems you are facing, and when you take accountability for every problem, you will stop being the victim, and instead you will start creating your life. You will stop feeling weak and insecure about your situation, and instead feel like you hold power over your situation. That has made a huge difference for me. If I had a bad mindset, I could be blaming my son that I don't have time to build an online business. I could be blaming clients that I was working with that are not working with me anymore, that I don't make enough money at the end of the month. But all of this is not really helping to solve the problems we are facing. I want to remind you that taking accountability is a process you have to constantly practice. It is not a switch you can turn on and off, because there's gonna be many situations that trigger you into blaming others for the problems you face, but stepping back, taking accountability and approaching everything from a place of I am the one who can change the problems I'm facing is gonna make you a better dad. By the way, if you look to strive for greatness along with me and many other men facing fatherhood, I highly suggest you signing up to my newsletter, and you will be the first one to get notified when I launch my community. Mindset shift number 2 I had is realizing that even though I have a family, me, myself, I'm still my greatest project. It's a bit conflicting with mindset shift number 3, but what I'm trying to say with that is that if you are on your personal top, if you are confident about your health, about your skills, about your financials, about your emotional state, your whole family is going to benefit from it. Making time for myself throughout the weekend, investing time, energy and financials into myself is making me more confident about myself. It makes me one with myself, and that has an impact on my whole family. If I were to just focus on making money because I see myself as the future provider of our family, I wouldn't be really one with myself. I would stay skinny because I wouldn't be exercising and I wouldn't feel confident about my appearance. And that alone would have a very bad impact on me and my family. But by investing time, energy, and financials into myself, I'm growing as an individual, and through that my whole family is growing. Your health, knowledge and skills are your most valuable assets as a man, and investing time, money and energy into them is going to have an impact on your whole family. I was saying that is conflicting with mindset shift number 3, and that is being able to put yourself second. Putting yourself second means sometimes you need to do stuff for your family even though you would want to do something for yourself. But when I say putting yourself second, I also relate it to the relationship with myself. We all have our monkey brain. It's the part of our brain that is telling us you're too tired to go to the gym, or you should press the snooze button instead of getting up. Or you should press the snooze button instead of going up and going for a morning run. But putting that part of me second, that part of me that wants to be comfortable, is having a really big impact on myself. I used to think that there's something wrong with me, that I miss motivation because there's many days where I don't feel like going to work out, where I don't feel like making content and getting my content creation forward. But I have learned it's not about making this part of you go away. It's about being able to put it second whenever needed and still do the stuff you should be doing. Those 3 mindset shifts make me a better dad day by day. And as I mentioned, it's not a switch you can just turn on. It's a process. It's something you have to practice. There's always gonna be little situations where you don't own up for your problems, where you forget to prioritize yourself for some time, and where you don't manage to do what needs to be done. But those 3 mindset shifts, practiced long enough, are going to play hand in hand with each other so well that you are going to navigate through fatherhood so much better than before. If you like what I talked about in this video, subscribe to my channel. My channel is contributed to men becoming better fathers, facing fatherhood, facing the fears around fatherhood, so that more men out there are able to give their families the experience they want to give them. By the way, those 3 mindset shifts were part of my fatherhood checkup I have created, which you will receive straight in your inbox when you sign up to my newsletter. So if you want to learn about more traits, more mindset shifts, more habits that can make you a better dad, sign up to my newsletter and I will send you the whole fatherhood checkup. That's it with this video. Let's grow. Your Pharrell. Peace.